We were waiting for you, Vern.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. You're so kind. You're too
I
kind.
I can't start playing my video game without your sultry voice to listen to.
Oh, but oh gosh, oh gee, heck, this is a lot of pressure to
A
sound
lot of pressure
sultry.
to show up. To show up.
Welcome back to the quest of Brian to find his dad and maybe that carton of cigarettes he went to look for.
We can only hope because Brian's gonna need him at the end of all this.
So I got feedback last time that some audio wasn't audible. Want
Which
to make sure.
which audio? Game audio? My audio?
But, oh no, it was the game audio last time, but it seems to be fine on the stream right now. So it looks like it's good.
Okay. It was turned down really low, so I
Ah,
have
okay.
I have nudged it up a little bit so that
Perfect.
uh, it's audible without overwhelming our voices.
Fair. I think you have a good balance now.
Excellent. All right. Yeah. Right before I started streaming, I got a solicitor in chat. The
Oh.
recent new big scam where if you tweet anything about Twitch chatting,
Oh.
a bunch of people swarm you and are like, "Hey, I make VTuber models. Hey, I can make
Oh, dude.
emotes."
Oh, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, except it's a scam. So
Oh, yeah, don't
they're
do
they're
that.
just trying to get some money and then
Mm.
vanish. So
Oh, Data Wizard calling me out like this. Ouch. Oh, the wizard knows, though.
the wizard knows. The
Do not doubt
wizard knows
his
a
knowledge.
sultry voice when he hears it. Yeah,
And
I've got the moderation settings to be pretty intense
that's fair.
on here. Let's
Uh,
see here. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to play the game.
and also, when it comes to VTuber stuff, I haven't poked with it myself. I have been curious to check it out, but like, obviously, VR chat knowledge is somewhat related, so.
I can believe that. Well, it's especially funny because I'm over here like explicitly not being a VTuber. Like I've got a camera, so no thank you. I'll be okay.
We'll be just fine.
I'll be just fine.
I was busy taking apart my laptop and cleaning the mess of goop that was the thermal paste from the manufacturer. My laptop's only like 7 years old,
Oh no,
so the battery and the CMOS battery died. So I was distracted. I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. It was only like what 5 minutes. That's nothing.
Nothing.
That's nothing. Now, Data Wizard has a VTuber model. I thought you used a camera. Sorry, I'm a little slow to
Mhm.
notice chat messages.
I should probably have that up.
Yeah, get the chat up, Vern.
Wait,
You can be my eye in the sky
I
towards
will
chat
push.
messages.
I will push the buttons.
Let's see here. Get far
The
away.
chat popped out. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
How does that just like? Okay, that's what that does.
Uh, I think the plasma rifle is much later, people. I think that's somewhere deep in the fire tree, and that's just a bad idea because it has a terrible hit rate anyway.
But it looks really cool.
It does. It does look cool. The fire spells do look really cool. It's just too bad that they suck.
I actually want to
Ah,
get some hit
that's
points.
fair. Data wizard.
That makes a lot of sense. Get him. Less wholesome things, Data Wizard. My goodness.
Wow.
Alright, so I think, Vern, you were saying that, like, I should have about this amount of defense before
It
trying the Beast Lord
Yeah,
again?
it said you should be able to do it with some clever movement. with defense and agility around 13 at least. So
Okay.
you can probably give it another try.
I'll
I
give it
think with
another
your agility at
shot.
18 or 20, you should be able to dodge some stuff or like get a couple lucky misses.
Well, and this game is like, it's easier than Dark Souls. You know, you keep your stuff. Keep your
Yeah,
stuff in
yeah,
the
we
bag.
did discover that. For some reason, my brain was like, yeah, you lose everything and you need to
Oh,
save every 5 minutes.
I mean, a ton of games are like that.
Yeah.
I tried playing what was it? It was Bloodstained Symphony of the Night. I got it
Oh
on
gosh.
PlayStation, like PlayStation Network, for free. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll try this out, and was horrified when I lost all my shit when I died. Like reverts the save, and it's like, oh man, this is hard, literally harder than Dark Souls.
Hardcore parkour.
I'm just
Brian does not let a little paltry thing like death stop him.
no, he does not. He's got a book to find,
He's got a book and a father to find and read in that order.
in that order. I'm glad to see that Peopleman is joining us this time.
Mm-hmm.
Got a
Hopefully is
couple viewers.
entertained. Mm-hmm.
Are you not entertained?
Well, I'm sure Peepo strongly remembers both of us fucking grinding in this forest,
Oh
because
yeah.
my goodness. Oh. Oh.
At some point, I probably will do some grinding off stream just to like minimize the grinding on screen. But I did not.
Mm-hmm.
I did not manage to get around to that this past week. So, but hopefully, the grinding part of this segment is pretty much over.
I think that at this point we're supposed to put all of our like level up elemental points into one of the trees, and I'm just trying to figure out which one that should be. If it's supposed to be rock or water, earth or water. So if we
Well,
do that, it should be easy sailing.
yeah, I
Uh-huh.
feel like, well, water is really good, but for this guy specifically, I need the rock so that I can stay far away from him.
Hmm.
Being able to heal good is very nice, though. Let's see if I do that. Oh, only got one. Just killing bats in the forest. You know how it is.
Just Brian doing the normal, usual stuff of calling the local population of wildlife.
Honestly, it's important for the ecosystem. You know, there's an overabundance, and so if we stop hunting them, it's actually bad.
Well, that's true for deer. If they get overpopulated, they can like eat out a lot of the local flora. I think this was there was an interesting project to reintroduce wolves to Yellowstone Park recently,
Yeah, and
and
it ended up fixing a ton of stuff.
the one of the biggest effects it had was it actually changed the direction of one of the rivers
Yep,
because the
because
plants grew back so much that the flow was like mostly halted in one direction, so it went another way and then went back to how it was like back in the 30s or 40s or something, back before they hunted all the wolves to extinction, which is wild. Wild.
Data Wizard says, "Oh shit, is this your first playthrough ever?" Yeah, absolutely. I never played this game back in the day. I have been like mildly interested in it for a while, and then recently, a lot of memes on Twitter have been about it. So
Shoutouts to Quest 64 official.
yeah, that's really what it
They
was.
they've been pumping the memes out.
Yeah,
Honestly, some good stuff.
I totally got
I
turned around.
guarantee I guarantee they are our age.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There have been a couple pictures that show like their hands or feet or something. So, uh, and I asked Tyler to help me out with it, or Vyrn to help me out with it, because he played it as a kid.
I have indeed beaten it, thus I am the expert
You are the
recruited for this.
you're like the one person that I know of that has ever talked about this game before. So, and ultimately, this whole stream is really just a ploy to make Vyrn sit on a Discord call and talk to me while I play a video game.
This is because you missed me because I ran off.
Because you ran off, and also just because
Aw.
this is this is one of my favorite things about playing video games. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved hanging out with a friend and watching them play a video game or having them watch me. And you might think, well, Zin, streaming's perfect. Well, it's not perfect if you can't talk to them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Chat
I
is
agree.
good, but
The data wizard has the data.
Data Wizard, I do bet that Quest 64 is more important for its history and legacy than for its actual contents.
It did have, I think, a really cool and unique battle system that I think one or two other games were kind of close on, which is why I think people still remember or like Quest 64 in any capacity.
I'm interested in trying Hybrid Heaven. Seems like it's obviously it's more of a wrestling based than a spellcasting based, but something sort of similar. I'm trying to remember what other. Oh, people were talking about. Man, there's not a lot of RPGs on the N64. Parasite Eve, saying that Parasite Eve is sort of similar to Quest 64.
My brain immediately heard the music. I was just like, "Oh God, did I save? Are you full health?"
That's a great question because last time I did this, I forgot to heal first.
The guide I'm seeing says it helps to have Earth at level 12 as well, but I feel like we'll probably be fine.
We'll be fine.
You're a gamer. Brian's
I'm
pro.
a pro gamer.
We're basically Rocky at this point. We've been beaten up so many times.
Let's use that. Alright. Let's try fighting this fursuiter.
He looks more like a LARPer. He's got way too much vision.
It's true. He's not. He's just got a partial on, and it's not even very good.
Yeah, it's more like a headdress. He's wearing sandals and shorts.
Yeah, it's come on, man, commit to the bit.
Yeah, that is a real big rat. I agree. People, you remember this, right? I'm pretty sure we attempted this fight so many times too. Well,
God,
actually,
how much health does he have? Fucking 200.
200, yep. So this fight was easy for me because his weakness is air, I believe.
Oh.
And I initially somewhat leveled air cutter, but I also was evenly leveling out the all of the elements and stuff. So I think I was element level 10 for each of them.
You must have been grinding so much.
Hours. Oh my goodness. We were in this forest forever. Most of my memories are in this damn forest. Near the end of the game.
No wonder you were talking about prepare for a fucking slog.
Yeah. Because I didn't know about how easy it is to play this game in hard mode. Yeah, one of the changes that they made for the European and Japanese version was reducing the strength of his attacks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Having that healing's good, but I am wishing that I had been buffing up wind. Though I know that
don't buff up wind.
It's not.
It's good against this boss and nobody else. I think get in there and start punching him. See if you can survive a couple hits.
Okay,
Get some
now
magic
he's getting
back.
closer, and he's gonna do his. No,
If you get behind him, does that dodge it?
no. I think it's. I suspect it is literally undodgeable. Just look at how huge it is.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's not recovering very much.
Yeah, it's just one per.
No, I'm close enough that I can.
Oh,
Do
did
that.
you... Should have used spirit armor before getting close, too.
Oh, that's. Well, I didn't. I should have saved the MP for it.
That's alright.
Yeah, and just waiting isn't going to recover my MP either.
I think moving a certain distance will eventually recover the MP. Obviously, it has
Just
to be,
running
like,
in circles.
from the point that you started to the farthest away from that point each turn. Is, like, how you increase your agility and/or level up. I thought. I
I
want to say
think
that happens in battle, too, but...
I think you okay because you were saying that it happens out of battle. Drink the soup. Come on, you wouldn't hurt your soup, would you? Yeah, he would.
Oh.
He absolutely would just blast me right through the soup.
Yeah, oh no, agility. Yeah, agility is from walking. It doubles in places where you can encounter. It's not something you level up inside of battles, though. Maybe. I'm
I don't think going rock is
cruising through the
gonna.
wikis.
I don't think rock is gonna work for me. I think because it just does so little damage to him, and I just don't have enough MP.
You do have giant's shoes, don't you? That gives you extra movement space, so maybe that'll give you enough to dodge out of the earth attack when you go up to
that's true.
hit him in the face.
And then that would let me dodge it. Well, also... Okay, yeah, we can try that. Also hitting him with my water spell.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try that. I'll use these shoes. We gotta make sure that I get that bread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Gotta
put on your
that,
Nikes.
Gotta get that bread.
Put on the pumps. Get the pumps.
Get the pumps. I just gotta look for the house with the bread. It's got a sign.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Yeah.
there.
Data, the game is slightly unforgiving. I feel like a large portion of the game isn't too bad once you get past this initial area.
They just gotta put that first boss in there that really fucks you up.
I have been strongly leading Zin in the correct direction, just so that we make this playthrough not a 50-hour playthrough and more of a 20-ish hour playthrough.
Yeah.
So I am spoiling a couple little things.
For an old game like this, I'm willing to take spoilers for mechanical things like don't waste your time on wind.
Yeah. And for like saving 20 hours of our lives. And all the viewers' lives, unless you all love Holy Plains that much, which, hey man, Holy Plains bangs.
Yeah, I mean, probably more time in the forest than the Holy Plains, but...
Yeah, fair. Listen to this banger. Oh. Oh, and this drop. Oh, and the cymbal crashes, yes.
Yeah, after playing this last time, the next day at work, I was just like... Just had this song in my head for the whole morning. There's not much to it.
Rolling Rock is like... Yeah, it's like...
Hit with that.
There you go. Yeah, it's like from you so many meters away in like a straight line. Basically a drive-by.
Okay.
Put it in Earth.
Put it in Earth?
Put it in Earth.
Okay.
We need to up our rock power. We need to get more rock damage.
What do we get at 12?
Is that when rock level 2 kicks in? Let me look it up.
That's what you were saying was... No, I've got rock level 2. You were saying that something level 12.
It does give you more damage, yeah. Combat fast... I think it's in here. It's just the...
I love it when you like move right up to the edge of that barrier and like can just barely get him with the staff. Like you can't
The
hold me.
staff
You
like
can't hold
pops above their
Brian
head.
back.
And he just like tips his staff for it a little bit too, and just slaps the crap out of him. Just like I boop you, boom.
Fuck him up, Brian.
Ugh.
Yes. I guess I'm just glad that they don't run around and dodge your moves. This fucking laser fence isn't gonna keep me from kicking your ass.
You weird pile of mud and bones. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh. I have recalled that I was reheating a pizza because I'm totally paying attention to what time it is.
Go,
And
go, go!
BRB, I'm
Your
grabbing
pizza,
it. I'm
your
grabbing
pizza! Oh god.
it. Walk away.
Okay. Now, gonna get turned around a little bit here. Yeah. It's like a... because it's not straight from you, it's like parallel to sort of how you're facing. But it feels good when you hit everybody with it. Again.
It is time to eat a crumbly, crunchy, crusty pizza over the innards of my
Ooh.
open laptop. Let's go.
Ooh, perfect. Do you think Brian's dad was a fan of the Rolling Rock?
Trying to figure out what elements Brian's father would have picked. I think he's definitely a Rolling Rock kind of fan.
You
Yeah.
think he was a Rolling Rock kind of guy?
Mm-hmm. He seemed like a strange AoE fella.
Okay, God. Where was I coming from? Okay, I was coming from where that house's door is. So I was going this way. And we follow this path.
I like it.
People Man's getting down and dirty on some chips and dip. Down and dirty.
No. You're just eating sour cream by the gallon, aren't you?
Better be. Chat, how do we feel about dipping chips, like potato chips, in cottage cheese?
I'll give my input after we get the chats in here. You're watching the Dogs of the Cabin, that makes sense.
Because, I mean, I haven't had it for a long time. I haven't had cottage cheese basically since I was a kid. But I do remember potato chips being dipped in it being very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you agree?
I give it two big thumbs up over here.
My wife is horrified by that concept.
Ref is horrified by some good cheese and some good chips.
She doesn't like cottage cheese at all.
Oh, that's
And,
fair.
I mean, I'm over here like, I wouldn't eat cottage cheese just on its own. But on a potato chip, it's not bad.
I have indeed done the just get a bowl of cottage cheese and just scoop that down my throat.
Oh, God.
Delicious.
Okay, now I have forgotten. There was a curve, and so I started heading north again. And then I'm going around
People
this
Man gets
curve
it.
to the east. People Man would use a spoon with the cheese. You wouldn't put it on chips? Or would you just have them separate? I'm not gonna fight these fuckers.
Maybe that's what happened to Brian's father. He was
Yeah.
trapped by the man traps.
Oh, he got trapped by a man. He got eaten by a man eater and trapped by a man trap. And
He just had a hard time going to the store to pick up a book for his kid. Oh, I gotta read this story again. Was it he went out because the monsters were happening to find the book to see what was up with it?
That's a great question. All I'm remembering is that I don't know. I think what I'm remembering is that he went missing and then the monsters started showing up. Like he went missing and the book disappeared and then monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And so of course I think no spoilers, but I think that Brian's dad is evil. Somehow. I think that.
Oh, here's the like intro story thing. Here's the last two stanzas. One night, however, the monastery fell under an evil spell with the theft of an ancient book. Because of the theft, Kelplin now faces dangers it has never before known.
Okay. So
Doesn't say what order. I think the monsters appeared. The book went missing, so your dad went to check it out, and he disappeared. I think that's the order. I could be wrong.
I think it's bad. I think it's a bad dad situation.
I can see it being a bad dad situation.
I think this is going to end in the typical RPG way where we have to kill God who is also our dad.
Yep. The whole
where do you
Oedipus complex thing.
Well, where do you think Final Fantasy got it from? Quest 64.
That's true, because this came out between 6 and 7, right?
Yeah. And you don't have to fight God who is also your dad until 10? I haven't beat 9. You definitely don't fight your dad in 8. You just, get psychically transported into your dad's mind so you can see what he did. He was still alive. No, he's still alive.
It was time dilation, right?
Yeah, it's the time dilation one.
Oh yeah, that's where your girlfriend was also the evil sorceress from the past, from the future. Yeah. And then there's the clocks and the birds melting. Yeah.
Yeah, that cutscene, I was not... Like, I knew what happened in that game, but when I got to that cutscene, I was not prepared for... I don't know, absolutely the humor of them, like... They're, like, running in place and falling, and people being like, what's happening? Live action footage of birds.
Yeah. How do we show a cutscene of time being squished? What do you guys think? I'm just gonna throw some ideas out there.
Who fucking knows?
The birds is good. I like it. 9 was you fight your brother, and then you fight a weird god that was mentioned once and a half times throughout the... Yeah, whatever.
I haven't.
But 8 and 9 came out after this game. Yeah.
I just started disc 3 of 9. I better actually get all the way back up.
Well, I didn't spoil too much because if that shit like kind of comes out of nowhere at the end.
I guess in 9 you kind of fight your dad like right away. Like one of your first fights is a practice fight against your dad.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your adoptive dad, but
sounds
like,
familiar.
Your dad.
Yeah.
All right. This time I'm going to try using the shoes.
Yeah, use the shoes when you need to get close to his face.
Well, I'm going to try just going close to his face right away. And,
send it. Fuck him up.
Because...
Well, I figured if we're going to get close to his face to do the attacks, that will restore MP, so we should wait till we're low on MP to do that.
I'm going to try using water on him because the earth just does so little and he has 200 hit points. God, that's still hit me. You can do
7? Maybe go behind him?
Does it?
Jeez. Yeah, it goes directly in front of him, so he attacks towards you. So maybe going behind him as far as you can.
Oh, well, it missed me, but the shoes wore off.
So your shoes wore off.
God, those shoes do not last very long, huh?
Yeah, same with a lot of the stuff in this game.
I wonder if the bell works on him. Use it.
I'm curious.
Use it.
Oh, he might not be able to be frozen.
It just doesn't let me use it.
Well, that's nice. It doesn't let you just waste it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can use the spirit armor? But that's the same as using spirit armor.
Yeah.
But, hey, that's decent.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost MP to use. Like you said,
you only have to do 10 of those. Maybe it's just use your big spells and face tank them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is just try to tank it, and just hit him with my big water spell. Because using the rock.
We don't have defense. Well, he'll be dead if you don't kill him now, which I don't think you have enough.
Yeah, but he's
heal?
gonna kill me even if I do the defense.
You have a heal?
Oh, I do have a healing item. You're right. Yeah, these buffs do not last.
People,
for
man,
long.
that is not how I recommend you get into Quest 64 or to enter the world of Keltland. One more attack and you can do another. There you go.
Oh, thank
Nice
God.
miss. Well, how many times have we hit him?
Okay.
You got 2 more hits?
Man.
2 more swings?
How much damage does he do?
He does between 10 to 14, and you're doing 18 to 22 with a swing and 22 to 24 with a water pillar.
Okay, let's see if I can get one more. Oh, hey!
Yes!
We did it!
Sick.
Yes! Ah, thank God. All right.
Ring defeated.
I want to keep pumping up water, right? Is there something that good that we get at 12?
I'm checking. Alright, what we got here?
Checking the guides.
Water pillars at 13. We basically don't use either of those spells that are coming up in rock or water.
Alright, so keep boosting up water, is what I'm hearing.
I think water, yeah.
Okay. Yay, Earthworm!
Really, really good, and increasing your healing power is also a great idea.
And a treasure chest! And it's bread! Mint leaves. Mint leaves, 20 MP. Also good for making a nice refreshing julep. Oh, 2 treasure chests. Just swimming in riches here. There's the honey bread. Oh, but they couldn't be bothered to put a 3rd treasure chest up here. Lazy.
Cowards.
Okay, that's everything in here, right? There's another empty one down here. And he had the spirit. Let's take a drink of the soup. And we'll just wing back. I do not have the yellow wings anymore.
Oh.
Whoops.
Crap.
I guess we're hiking.
Cruising.
Oh, but I did heal
back
the full.
to town. Oh yeah, you probably should get water anyway because there are other useful spells that will save us time in the future.
Oh, that's right. Does water give you the transportation spells too?
It gives you a couple different ones, yeah.
Huh. That's so weird. You'd think it'd be wind, I guess.
Yeah.
Looking at the spell list,
I'm double checking.
Like, one of the first things they tell you in the magic section of the instruction booklet is, like, you'll get spells that can shrink an enemy. And I was like, what? What element could that possibly be? And then it immediately tells you that it's a fire. And it's like, okay, sure. That's a fire spell. Shrinking someone.
It makes them not hit as hard because they're small. That makes sense.
I guess it sort of makes sense. It feels weird to flavor it as shrinking.
Mm-hmm.
You could be like, it badly burns them. Oops, that's not the right element. And so, I don't know, it reduces their attack. But what do I know? I bet Brian's dad could explain why it's a fire spell.
Or somebody at the monastery.
Or somebody at the monastery. what this game's really lacking is the ability to get into like philosophical discussions with the NPCs.
Mm-hmm. You gotta meet the different fanatics of the different elemental types and have them try to convince you.
You walk into that room and the Beast Lord is like, debate me.
Fire is better.
Convince me that Earth isn't the best element. Yeah, like you have to convince him that the Earth orb isn't worth keeping because Earth isn't the best element.
You have to whack his knee with the staff. You hurt? Yeah, it hurts a lot. Ow. Water. Boom. You're healed. Oh.
Oh. Oh, bow to the supremacy of water.
That is true. Wizard data. It's just...
Data Wizard says, fire isn't so much as fire as it is random shit spells with a little bit of fire.
Yeah, what's hot steam and why do I need a level 2 of hot steam? Come on.
Steam can only get so hot. That's why it's steam.
I like that fire is also the like melee buff one where power staff level 2.
I don't
Like staff damage is actually decent, but like spending
is.
a spell to get a couple of turns of double staff damage.
I feel like the buffs are almost useless because of how short they are. Like, I'm sure that the defense buff got me a couple extra turns in that boss fight, but...
Yeah, that's not the strong one, though. There's a much stronger one that you'll get. That's in Earth. Which will make the end of the game tolerable.
Oh, good. I love it. I love it when a game is tolerable.
Only if you got the specific spell.
And if you don't have it, then you better just grind until you do get it.
And the fifth element in this game is reading a good book. That's right, people. This is based off of the hit film The Fifth Element.
I was going to ask, when do we get to learn the fifth element?
Maybe that's what Brian is off doing.
Brian's dad.
Oh, yeah, Brian's dad, yeah. Must be, must have been captured or something. Told somebody it was a meat popsicle. Some blue lady is singing.
Oh, hey, the same year as Quest 64, the official Fifth Element game came out in PS1.
Just saying, this is a better version of the Fifth Element movie than the actual game.
It's one of those things that... Oh yeah, I'm going out to study the Fifth Element. Alright, Dad, have fun.
Is it Lilu? What's her name from the Fifth Element?
Lilu sounds right.
She could be played by Shannon in this game. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Because I guess I don't remember any like recurring characters besides like Shannon and Monastery Old Man and Brian.
My impression is that Shannon is the recurring NPC.
Her name is Multipass. That's right.
Multipass. Thanks for the correction, people, man.
I like their little hop.
When they get hit.
Mm-hmm.
When I blast them with my huge stream.
Wait, what?
When I blast them with my huge stream.
What? Brian, don't do that to frogs, please.
Brian, don't do... Brian, what were you off in the woods doing?
What are you doing?
Brian, were you...
It's just a line of corpses.
Brian, were you
including
pissing
a
on
dead
frogs
guy.
again? No.
The king gets to pull you aside, like, Brian, listen. Thank you for taking care of the thief. But you can't just destroy an entire ecosystem when you're going around helping us. Like, come on.
Honestly, Brian, it's just kind of gross and fucked up. Like, stop doing that to frogs.
It turns out that the local Marianasti population is... They do an important step in the pottery process, and they prepare and gather the clay for us.
Whoa! They're domesticated.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or they're like...
Maybe they just hate kids.
Don't go into the forest because the evil puppets will get you. They hate kids. It's totally okay for mommy and daddy to go in there. Brian, what do you mean you killed all the Marianasties? You heard me, bitch. I killed him.
Wow. Brian, you're not supposed to say that. Like, yeah, you killed the thief. That's cool. Like, you're getting a cool pass right now, but, like, don't burn it up already, dude.
I'm hardened. I'm a hardened warrior.
Where's my dad? Where did you see my dad?
Where the fuck is my dad? Tell me everything you know.
He's like a cold, bitter protagonist as soon as he gets out of the forest. What did you see in there, Brian?
Frogs twice a man's height.
Brian, those are regular-sized frogs. You're just really small.
A man wearing a huge dead rat.
Where'd the rat come from? I don't know.
There's the house. I'm almost out. Oh my god.
Have you ever actually seen a rat? I don't think there's any rats in this game. That was that man's persona.
He made that. Yeah, that was made out of foam.
Or pottery.
Pottery. No, he hates pottery.
Oh, that's right.
He's anti-pottery.
Or maybe he's anti, like, local business.
He's working for Joja Corp.
He's working for some foreign country. Who knows?
He's here to sabotage the economy.
Mm-hmm. Outland must fall.
I'll steal the Earth Orb. That'll show him.
Oh.
Whoa.
I think a cat popped in for a split second.
Oh.
I saw the cat logo.
The cat logo.
Mm-hmm. It was Karnak.
Oh. Nick, you can come in if you want. I don't think he's actually watching the stream, though, so he won't hear that.
I wonder if this is a common thing I do on my phone. You can, like, click on the voice chat and, like, see the preview of people's streams. But sometimes when you click, it just puts you in the voice call. Yeah.
Oh, no, right behind him.
You gotta not be that close.
Yeah, that's a hard one to aim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, miss.
You might have better luck with
Yeah, this close I should just
rock
use
level 2.
Water.
Or water 3, yeah.
They're all lined. Every time I see the enemies lined up like that, I just get real excited about hitting them all with one line attack.
Yep.
Nine. Okay, healing. 9. Oh, 8?
Oh, 8? Oh.
8?
Ugh. We gotta get more water level.
9. Okay, so there is like a slight randomness to it.
Yep, there's a tiny bit of randomness, and at this low level, it's hard to notice. Or hard for it to affect much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right back in.
But
Brian's like, no, I can't leave.
But imagine just not having the healing spell because you picked fire first.
Oh god. Yeah, fucking miserable.
having to use the yellow wings to get back, having to go get another slice of bread.
it would be like, I mean, it would double the amount of time.
Yeah, easily. Crush that rabbit.
To
I'm
quote
sorry, wear hair.
a very angry gamer, what were they thinking? Vyrn, what were they thinking?
Oh, I think they were just thinking we got to get an RPG out. Like there is none on this console. We're gonna corner that market.
Hell yeah.
And boy, how did they corner it?
Oh man, they succeeded.
They released this one, which was a banger, and then all the other companies were like, "Oh God, what RPGs are there on the? Oh, there's just Quest. Oh, there's Quest 64. We can't even come close.
We
to that,
can't
dude."
even compete with that. Well, and that's why, that's what led to Quest 64 being the powerhouse franchise that it is today. Because of course there was
the sequel.
The sequel, Quest 65 for the GameCube. And then there were like 3 or 4 of them for the Wii.
What? Wasn't there an actual sequel for something? Am I crazy? They planned to do one.
There is a Quest game on the Game Boy Color. And the commentary that I've heard about it is that it addresses some of the problems with Quest 64. And that, like, if you like Quest 64, it's kind of more the same. So, could be worse, right?
I'm trying to find it. Oh, Quest Brian's Journey was a demake of Quest 64. I need to check this out.
Oh, was it?
I assume
it was like the same plot.
It must have been. I'm guessing it couldn't have used the same like battle system because it was in 2D, right? For the Game Boy Color.
I mean, it could have used the same battle system just in 2D.
Bro, it was done by Sunsoft? Well.
Oh, you are the one capable of releasing its powers. How would you know that? Huh? What are you hiding? What are you fighting?
Releasing what powers?
She says, that's an interesting gem you have there. That's not an ordinary gem you have. Don't let anything happen to it. I have a feeling you are the one capable of releasing its power.
Ooh, spooky.
She's talking up the 12-year-old. Trying to butter me up.
Multipass. What are you doing?
Multipass.
Yeah, we decided Shannon's multipass. Or, Lilu. From Fifth Element. Right?
Yeah,
right.
Yes, correct. You're remembering, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, guys, I killed that, cosplayer out there. It's just as the Grand Abbot foretold. I hereby bequeath you the Earth Orb. And the L-Tail book in quotation marks. A hidden door behind the throne is open. You may take from it any treasures you need. Hell yeah!
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah! This king knows.
There should be...
knows what's up. Oh, and there's a spirit in here too.
Uh-huh. How did they manage to pick that up and put this in there?
Huh? Oh,
how did they manage to move the spirit in there? Yeah.
Maybe
I guess the spirit tamers would be able to move it in there, right? So maybe Brian's dad did that at some point.
Maybe.
Once again, I assume that
secret rooms.
I'm assuming that the only other spirit tamer in the whole kingdom is Brian's dad.
That's kind of the impression we're given, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, healing potion, 150.
Oh dang! It's
Replica.
a Keltman secret potion.
It's a polka doll. Hero's drink. All right. We're looking good.
Got some items.
Just gotta go find the guy who gives us the fucking yellow wings. Okay, but where do I go next?
Well, you fixed the pottery thing, right? So now you should be able to go on some path through somewhere.
Is it in town here? I never thought the magic of an apprentice could succeed where a knight's sword could not. Well, fucking get real. Learn about magic. The throne room? Yeah, okay, yeah. Same thing as before. Let's see what Marmaduke has to say. Wait, no, Marmaduke's back in the Abbey.
Oh, there was the closed door in Connor Forest you probably have to go through.
Isn't that where the boss was?
No, no, no. That was a path to the boss. I'm pretty sure there should be something else through
Oh,
the.
right. Right, because the
Yep,
first thing you run into is like a split in the path.
yep. And
Well,
one path goes past the house and then to the Silvering's little lair thing. The other one goes to the door that's locked.
I'm glad we came back anyway, because I got those items.
Yeah, you should
Um,
reload. Talk to people. They might have some
Give
more
me the
info.
fucking yellow wings. My daughter is ecstatic. Give me the yellow wings. No, that's bread.
Let's get this bread.
Get the bread. Alright, questers, let's get this bread.
Right there.
Yeah, here we go. Pothouse.
Wait, what?
Return the slab.
I have some pot. I mean,
Can I
bread?
get some? Yeah, here's the yellow wings. Wink.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's for the wrong computer. I don't.
So
care.
green, it's purple. So purple.
So
it's
purple,
yellow.
it's yellow. Okay, so back to the forest
One more time.
for the last time. Burn it all down.
No, 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 no. They need that.
Who needs a forest? You don't really, Vyrn. You don't really need a forest, do you?
I mean, so we know that there's at least one book in the game, and it's important. So they made it out of, I assume, paper, and thus I assume trees. So forests are a little expensive for writing books.
I mean, is this the only
Important.
forest?
I see some trees in the background of the battle.
They'll be
there.
fine. They'll cope.
Do trees cope? Can trees cope?
Can trees cope? We're asking the hard-hitting questions here. Can a tree cope?
I feel like Brian's dad would know. We should go find him and ask him.
Hey, Brian's dad.
Add that to the list of questions we have for the
you
man.
can talk to trees, right? I mean,
Tell us.
based on the Lord of the Rings, it seems like there's a lot of variation in how well trees can cope. Because fucking Old Man Willow just could not cope.
Nope.
But the Ents, great at coping. Possibly too good at coping.
They were basically trees. There weren't trees, but they were trees, right?
The Tree Shepherds.
Yeah.
Does Brian's dad have a real name? Yeah, his name's
So-
Bartholomew.
Oh yeah, Lord Bartholomew. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Not to be confused with Lord Bartholomew. Bartholomew.
No. Bartholomew. Yeah, there you go. Lord Bartholomew,
Bartholomew.
the monastery's lead spirit tamer, I think.
But he's also a lord. So he's a spirit tamer who is also nobility, I guess.
I feel like maybe being the top spirit tamer gives you
It's like an
a
honorary
noble title.
lordship.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
The spirit tamers are needed for, I assume, quelching monster uprisings, which apparently happen often enough that the monastery exists and keeps them trained up.
They act like this is a new thing. But, I suspect it's just suppression. They're just suppressing the truth.
That is true. They don't talk about any, historical cataclysmic events. They just know that there's this strong book, and it seems important.
Fuck. Finding one of those feels so good now that I've had to do a bunch of grinding. It's like, oh, yes, I get a level for free? For free?
Yo, these bats be looking thicker than those other bats.
They sure do.
These bats been lifting.
These bats have
Hot
been
damn.
fucking chugging the protein.
Oh, where'd they get that protein at? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
people,
new.
man. Lord Bartholomew probably owns land. That's right.
I
He's
feel
a
like
landlord.
he probably does.
Maybe he owns the land that the monastery is on.
I could see that. I could see also why they would send Brian out, because maybe it's a like a family spirit thing. We're like, the spirit tamers are in this specific family, and we gotta
That makes
appease them,
sense.
so we gotta give them lordship.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like a, I mean, if there's no, oh boy, I just got new spells: ice wall, ice knife,
Ooh,
ice knife. Let's try that. That looks like, oh,
ooh.
I guess it did freeze him. That looks like it should
Oh,
hurt
frozen.
more than 18.
That
But
that looks useful. Death Hugger. They were
death,
just level
death
1
hugger.
bats before, or whatever bats, and
Yeah,
now they're Death Huggers. Spicy. You can just slap them until.
were face
Oh,
face
that's
huggers
a
were a
lot of
thing
damage.
already, right? At this time,
I forget.
I have to look up the specific timeline. But
Yeah, I know Death Huggers. I don't think Face Huggers were. No.
okay,
We had Frog Knights, Marionasties,
so
Parasaults,
so for
Bumbershoots.
Alien, they were like, we want to call them Death Huggers, like from our favorite video game, Quest 64. And the legal
Yeah, yeah,
team
yeah.
was like, no, 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 no. You got to call it
I
something
know.
else.
No, THQ would have our ass.
They are extremely litigious about Quest 64
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, it's a huge media property.
Mm-hmm. It was massive. Everybody was talking about it.
Little known
Back when this
fact,
dropped. Oh.
H.R. Geiger was originally working on the Quest 64 film adaptation. And that's why he had all that stuff ready for Alien.
Wasn't there problems with like the studio, and like they didn't want to do any CGI, like they couldn't get they wouldn't get Lucasfilm because Lucasfilm was busy doing like
Jurassic
more
Park
Star
or
Wars
whatever.
reboots at the time or something, or Jurassic Park. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it was something like that. They couldn't replicate that technology to make as realistic as possible, so H.R. Geiger was
Yeah.
upset, Imagineer and THQ was upset, like
Well, I suspect what it
I recall
was
there being a
is,
huge debacle.
like, H.R. Geiger was working really hard on it, getting really deep into it, really coming up with some amazing stuff. But the creators of Quest 64 were like, you've gone, it's too out there. Like, you need to go back to what it looks like in the games.
Mm-hmm.
And Geiger was like, I can't do that.
Yep.
I
Just
have
a-
my
a
artistic
huge-
vision.
Yep. Difference in artistic visions, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, when artists clash, like, that's what happens.
Mm-hmm. And Imagineer was flush with cash at this point, but
Oh, they could have had any. I mean,
It-
that's why
they
they
could have
didn't
done
think
anything,
twice
yeah.
about throwing. They said, H.R. Geiger, you could either step in line or you're gone.
and you know how H.R. Geiger is.
Yeah. Ever
Rest
since.
is history.
Did you hear the thing about the what inspired like all of his artwork?
No, I did
This
not.
now this is a real life thing. This Jokes is leaving the room.
Okay.
This is supposedly something that he said on a German talk show in like the 70s or something, or in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
That he had an experience in a club where he was getting spit roasted by
Uh-huh.
a pair of trans women while he was starting to trip on acid and like falling into the trip
Ah.
in that situation, and he said that like that's what inspired all of his art, that experience. You can kind of see it in some of his stuff.
You know, I'm not surprised. I'm glad he was able to take an enjoyable experience, it sounds like, and share it with the world.
Everyone should have the opportunity. I'm not gonna come out here and say that everyone should get spit roasted by two trans women, but everyone should have the opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that if not, don't do drugs. I'm gonna say, do your research.
Yeah, do your research.
Do your research.
Do your own research about drugs.
Very important.
Ah, he's getting closer. What are these guys?
What are these guys?
I haven't read their name. Mad Doll.
Mad Doll. Okay, they're looking pretty mad.
Hey, I'll say this: they're not just recolors.
True, and they got moves. I think they are reusing the animations from the Marionasties, though. Like, same attack, same dance.
Oh, that's fine. You know.
People,
you gotta-
man, I'm glad you're doing your research. It's very important. Wait. I suddenly don't trust you. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Anything over this hill? No.
Alright, I realize
Not this
we
time.
gotta... There.
What is that?
It says TOS.
Oh, right. Are we not supposed to encourage drug use? Is that part of the TOS?
Maybe not. I don't. I have not read the community guidelines for Twitch in a hot minute, but
fair.
it's always safe to try to not piss off the great Bezos in the sky, or in the data center, or in his $1 trillion mansion, or whatever.
You know, I have a small enough Twitch presence that I wouldn't
We
mind.
can probably get away with saying "fuck billionaires."
Yeah, fuck billionaires, and also just like being able to say like, yeah, I got banned from Twitch for encouraging drug use.
Ooh.
Yeah, they didn't like it when I started talking about getting spit roasted by trans women. Well,
I think they were just jealous.
they're just jealous. Bezos saw it and was just like, why can't that be me?
Amazing. The triple. Brian's deeps jumping up in the hundreds.
I guess if you're hitting two people, it's yeah. When do I get the dots spell?
Like the damage over time?
Yeah, more dots.
Was there one? I'm gonna look it up now. I'm curious.
Apophis.
Oh, yeah, these guys are cool.
Apophis.
Apophi.
Apophis.
Wait, what?
Apophis.
Apopis.
Apophis?
Amogus. Amogus? Amogus.
Oh my god, that's actually hitting me pretty hard.
Oof, yeah.
That's not gonna cut it, Brian. Well, I'll just, I'll be getting more bread, so it's not like I have to spend money to get bread.
Yeah, you can trade a yellow wing in to get bread and, like, get another yellow wing, and then...
Wait,
I assume whenever we get to the next place, yeah.
You trade the yellow wing for bread?
Well, so you use the yellow wing, you go back to that town, you go talk to the person, get the fresh bread, and then pick up another yellow wing. And
then you get to walk all that way again.
And then you get to walk all the way back. I assume you want to get to whatever next town with whatever color wing is there.
Yeah. I would like to not go back to Potteryville, to the Pottery Barn, ever again.
Pottery Barn is strictly behind Brian. That place sucked. I assume he figured out the same thing as Dad did.
People, man, you haven't been taking notes?
Probably about the drug research. You gotta take notes, dude.
Yeah.
The difference between fucking around in science is writing it down. And you gotta write it down.
I don't like the look of those guys, so... That's none of my business.
Wow. I guess, yeah, maybe not writing it down. Oh, beautiful, you found one.
Oh, boy! More water.
You'll never find out?
These guys are tough. Apophis. I don't know, hitting them both at once helps. My god, this tree. That is some of the hardest I've been hit by a wind spell.
Oh, 4.
But 4 and then it hits you 3 times.
Yeah.
Or it misses 3 times. No!
We took those 2. Ugh.
Ah! Ugh. Oh my god. Die. Oh, thank goodness.
Da-da-da.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, there's
Yo, is
a...
that a big old boat?
Looks like a tall ship.
That's a big old boat right there. Oh yeah, I remember this strat. This strat rules. Oh gosh.
Oh, man. Oh, there's a
Oh
lot of
gosh.
them. I guess it's fine if there's a lot of them. They only attack one at a time anyway.
As long as you can hit a bunch of them at once, which is difficult. Ha! Missed.
Well, I don't have any more MP anyway. What are those guys? Oh my god, I just saw that they have faces.
They're doing a little dance.
Oh,
Jeez.
I didn't dodge it. I was too
Uh-oh.
distracted by his face.
Oh, I remember this. Even though you're frozen in place, you can still do spells. Yeah. Seriously, Brian is OP in this game, just the whole way through.
Oh, I'm out of MP though, so I guess it's time to drink my dew.
Can't you just attack?
I mean, I could press A to pass my turn.
That's what it was. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
God, their
46
faces.
damage,
I
though.
can't handle it.
Begone, demon. Begone, demon.
Oh, yeah, got 3 of them with that one. That water pillar 3 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Chunky. Now, what's that spell? Because that looks like it's lightning.
I have to look it up. I believe it's Magnet Rock?
Magnet Rock.
Could be wrong.
Man, you recover HP or MP really fast as you walk around, huh?
Yep.
Thank God. Well, okay, so I can't go directly to the boat. That's just whoa! Boss Frog!
The 2 Frog Knights and whatever that is.
And whatever that Frog King... Hey, what do you got in there?
Bro, can I...
What are you hiding
Is
inside?
that a Jawbreaker?
No, just right in the middle of them. Yeah, Frog
That is a
King.
Frog King. Nice call. It's got a little crown and everything.
Ouch. I am Frog King sick and tired of these guys, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that was good. Miss. Oh.
Well, good thing I accidentally did a weak spell anyway. Hey, who died and made you the Frog King?
I assume it's better to kill the stronger enemies, because the weaker enemies will take up a turn.
I guess it's like... I think you're right. I'm used to you always go for the weaker enemies first, because, you know, they all get to act. Aha. Aha. Uh-oh. Okay. No, I've got a couple more. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
That got close. Sometimes it lets me heal with 1 MP. I wonder if, like, there's
that hidden decimal.
Oh, there's 2. Yeah, I wonder if there's, like, decimal values of MP that you just can't see.
Not sure.
That would be interesting.
That'd be interesting, but probably also appropriate.
Maybe the 2 and the 1 just look similar.
Maybe.
Yep. Christ. Okay. New strategy. Go for the big guy.
Throw a rock at him.
Throw a barrel at it.
Let me throw a barrel at him.
That's a long sword. Yeah, honestly, it's a better strategy to keep the weaker ones alive, even if you could
Mm-hmm.
kill them. Wow, that's it.
It feels weird.
It feels weird. It feels weird to want to do that, but that's what the game. That's how the systems end up working.
Mm-hmm.
These are the deep strategies we're discovering at the core of Quest 64.
They're upending decades of RPG tradition, making you rethink the whole genre.
A real iconoclast of a game.
Really is. Oh, do check around the corner for that. No, no,
No,
no, no,
doesn't look
nothing.
like it.
Okay.
No
I
spirit.
think there was just two. Can you get into this? I think you can get into this
I
place,
should
right?
hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
There's a sign. If there's a sign, that means you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shannon!
Oh,
Whoa, holy fuck!
how'd you get through?
How'd
We
you
left
get
you
here
at the.
first?
Hmm.
The water capital, Larapool, is located on the
This.
other side of the lake. There's no fairer city in the Isles. It's even as pretty as the castle town Limelin.
So Shannon is well traveled apparently, and knows how to get
Okay,
here.
yeah. Just teleport from one spot, from one tavern to the exact same spot in a different hotel.
We have cornered the market on lake hotels. We are the only hotel by the lake. We are called
Lake Hotel.
Hotel by the Lake. Oh, apparently Dundrum Flats Inn. Okay.
I'm so terrified of my memory card dying. I did kind of a hack
Oh
job getting that
yeah.
battery back in.
Oh, totally fair.
So, I'm very scared of it losing connection for an instant. Danger of the woods. Now it is safe to go back to.
Don't shake the controller.
Yeah, I've left it. I haven't taken it out um, to test my Rumble Pack yet because
Oh gosh.
I don't want to break it. So that will be after Quest 64 is done. Will I think about trying to get it more in there?
Mm-hmm.
It is just like a regular watch battery in there.
Yep.
Um,
That's one of the things that I had to replace the battery in the CMOS battery in my laptop, and the CMOS battery is a tiny, tiny little battery. I was expecting like one of the classic Sierra 2032s, but this is like a tiny one that is also rechargeable, and nobody carries those in stock anymore, so I'd order it off of Amazon.
oh, jeez. Okay, so the last passenger on this boat was Brian's dad.
He's been missing for a month?
Yeah.
Well, I guess this monster's about. Yeah, that makes sense.
What was I gonna say? Oh, the guides all made it seem like the battery was just like put inside the memory card in just like a special place you could sort of slip it in, but it is like attached. So I really had to pry it out, and that pried like one of the pins out of its spot. Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Holy shit! Okay, that was a quick
That
journey.
was quick. Damn.
Holy fuck! I didn't even. Oh my god! Can I do it again?
Is it gonna do it again?
It's not gonna let me.
Oh, you're stuck here.
What am I going to do? The wind has stopped, and now the lake is flowing in the wrong direction. If it stays like this, we can't make the crossing to Larapool. A fine kettle of fish.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, I was not expecting that. So I kind of have the battery held in there with some tape.
Oh god.
The battery pin with some tape.
You get a soldering iron? You can probably just solder that in.
I have a soldering iron, but I was like, let's see if I can get this to work without having to get out the soldering iron.
Is there a spirit along the back wall next to a plant?
I will check.
I'm not looking at a guide right now, but I probably should.
Spend the night. Okay, sure, I'll spend the night. Might as well.
It is easier to see spirits at night. I've been half pointing spirits. Not all of them. Some of them.
Some of them. Next to a plant behind here? Not seeing anything.
Yeah, there's none by the house, I don't think.
Doesn't seem like it. Okay. So, let's see here. Where are we now? Is there a new map? Yeah. Okay, well, we're close to Larapool. Cull Hazard. Blue Cave. Larapool.
Ah, yes. Thank you,
Oh my
Cat, for
God.
once again sitting on my stuff. Please stop.
Oh, Mr. Mustache is here. Hi, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Mustache.
Zin says hi, Mustache. He is an old man experiencing old man issues.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's been not eating as much and lost a bunch of weight, so been changing his diet. That seems to help a little bit, but he's starting to get a little arthritis in his back. Oh,
Oh, poor Mr.
his
Mustache.
back legs. He's still a little baby. All my friends love him. He's been getting nicer and nicer to everybody, it seems
Oh,
like.
that's so good.
Yeah.
I remember when he was kind of grouchy.
He's still a little grouchy, but now he definitely tolerates all of the time I pick him up and hold him. And
Oh, he
I have
loves you.
another friend that. Oh yeah, I have another friend that also loves pushing Mustache, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm curious what he'll do, and he's been pretty fine.
Nice.
Been fairly acceptable with that. He's doing all right. Besides the whole, like, even since I adopted him from Melissa, that he's had like intestine problems and probably just starting to get some early kidney problems. He is like 18 though. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Yeah, Mustache is nice.
Oh,
I
I'm
have a
dead.
good.
Fuck.
I have a good. Oh,
That miss. I was like, one more hit. I got. Oh, there's a spirit up on that hill. Uh, one.
there's a lot
One
around
more
here.
hit. Well, I'm right here, so I don't feel too bad about it.
Perfect.
Thank God I didn't have to go back to the pottery barn. No, I don't. I mean, I
Nobody
guess
wants
I
to go
can
back to
say-
the pottery barn. They do have
Okay.
some good bread, but that's it.
Wait. You can save here,
So,
but you can't. Oh wait, no. Saving and healing are the same thing. That's right.
yes.
Yeah, Ren, our cat, has some digestive problems, too.
Yeah.
We've
Not surprised.
got to get her into the
Whoopty-doo.
vet.
There are a lot of spirits to find around here, by the way.
Okay, that
So
hill
feel free to wander around a
is
bit.
up this way, I think. So let's go up this hill.
There you go.
Whoa!
Oh, spooky.
Ghost Hound! Ooh! Pretty doggy.
Pet the dog. Give him bath.
Pet the dog. Okay, 5 and 6, not 56. Woo! 65.
65. Ugh.
Oh man. Well, I'm trying to pet the dog, but maybe the dog is a ghost.
Could be related.
Spooky. Healing, healing, healing.
11 healing. Nice.
Okay, there
Did you
was
get turned around?
one up on this hill.
There it is.
There it is. Haha. Woohoo! Haha.
Ooh, hee.
Hee.
Oh, I believe you've learned a new water spell as well.
Ooh.
That can be used only
Exit.
not in combat.
Hey, never have to go back through the forest again.
Mm-hmm. Look at that little dude. I like
Fuck
that
him
little
up.
dude. He's vibing. Wow, he was just vibing.
Fuck him up, Brian.
Fuck him up, Brian. Fuck
Look at him.
up.
He's got a. It's like a boar in a trench coat.
Orc Junior.
jar.
Or Orc Jar, yeah. Jar Orc, yeah. How dare he?
Gremlins. Man.
Oof.
Oof ba boof. Orc Junior. Okay, that makes more sense than Orc Jar.
Orc Junior. I'm curious what Orc Senior looks like. I forget if there's an Orc Senior. I think there is.
There better be if there's a Junior. Like, kinda. I'll be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
You can't show us the baby version of something and then not have the adult.
Oh, did you just miss the...
Ha ha ha. Dumb fucker.
Don't you know rock doesn't work at close range? Idiot.
Ugh. I learned that way back at
I
level
learned
one,
that in grade
the first
school,
area.
bro.
We learned that
Kid,
in
what grade are you in? I'm 12.
I'm in kindy.
Jeez. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh
3
gosh.
ghost towns. 76 damage. I'm out of
This
here.
might be a... This might be a bail.
I want to try one thing first. Okay. That is not a wall, even a little bit.
Well, a
Nothing.
wall around you.
Well, it's not even that.
Yeah.
I was imagining, like, maybe it would make a wall that, like, blocks stuff. Like, you know, like a wall.
That makes sense.
I'm pumped for healing level 2. That's going to be so exciting.
Oh yeah. Cast a couple times, call good.
Don't have to do it, like, 7 times.
14 times every battle.
Spirit. 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 And a close one. And another spirit.
There are several around here.
Did I see a spirit? Oh, maybe I just saw that spirit that was close up. They like being on hills, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
No!
You can take these guys, maybe.
Nah. But I don't wanna.
Fair.
I see these fights with multiple enemies and I'm like, just leave. It's a struggle
That's
to
fair.
remember, like, it doesn't really matter how many there are.
Yep.
Let's see here. What's up here? Check the map again.
It's like figure out your...
This way to Larapool. Right?
Figure out how much health those enemies have, and then figure out your average damages to them, and then figure out how many enemies there are, how much average damage they do to you.
Okay, that
And
is
then
not an
simple
arrow
math.
showing which way I'm facing. That is just
No,
like a
it's
little,
just showing where you are, yeah.
like a Dorito chested
Orc
icon.
Junior. You are here in Keltland.
Here in
Ha.
Keltland.
Could hit me like the broadside of a barn.
Whoa, buffing. That guy's got a buff.
Oh, what spell is that?
Defense
That guy
up.
do have spirit armor.
Yep, he got the spirit armor. They learned it in Kindy, I guess.
Must have.
Get out of here, Gremlin, with that bullshit.
Devastation.
So what games have
Ugh.
you been playing, Vyrn?
Let's see. The games I have been playing. I've been poking a little bit at Guild Wars 2. They did announce that new expansion. Remember that castle in the
yeah.
sky?
I don't. I didn't.
Oh, fair.
I fell off Guild Wars pretty quick.
Totally fair.
Yeah, Eve was mentioning that last night that there was a new Guild Wars expansion coming back.
About that thing that we've wondered about since the beginning of Guild Wars 2. They're doing a thing with it. There's a big, like, castle attached to a chain next to a town, like in one of the old zones from the beginning of the game.
Love a floating castle attached with a chain.
Yep. it just poof and disappeared recently. So we gotta.
Uh-oh.
That's the next expansion. We gotta go figure out what happened with that big old wizard in the castle up there.
It's been a
About
long
damn
time.
time.
It's been a long time since the last expansion, right?
End of Dragons came out a year and a half ago.
Oh damn!
2 years,
It's
somewhere
been
down there.
Guild Wars 2 has
It's
been
not bad.
more active than I thought.
Yeah.
Did you know that
Been playing.
Final Fantasy XI like just had a new expansion come out recently?
I need to look this up. I'm curious. I do not
About-
have any fans or any friends that play it,
About 11.
but yeah, I have a friend get me into Final Fantasy XIV, and that's been fun.
I'm
Let's
I'm
see.
very curious about 11, because it's just like, it's a decade old and it's still running. But you have to actually pay a subscription to play it. There's no. It's not like 14 where you can play up to level 60 or whatever that whole
Up to
spiel
level
is.
60, including the Heavensward, the award-winning Heavensward expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like 11 does. Oh, they're not really expansions, but they're like content in a story, and they're released in episodes. And so, like, an episode must have released very recently.
Yeah.
Latest chapter released November 10th, 2022. Cool.
Yeah, that's what it was. And it had been a relatively long time since the last, like, story expansion, I think. Or the last story episode, something like that.
2015, yeah.
But I guess, the user base hasn't died down since it came out. It's actually just, as time has gone by, it's just gotten bigger and bigger, especially during the pandemic. Fucking everybody was like, yeah, let's get into this 10-year-old MMO. Or is it more than 10 years at this point?
It launched on the PS2.
Yeah, it's 20 years old. I said it was
2003.
a 2-decade-old MMO.
Yeah. Launched. I'm looking. May 16th, 2002. Yeah, 21 years old.
That's right, because the part of the reason I was looking at it was I was like, is there a way that you can still play this on the PS2? No.
Yes,
No,
I think
absolutely
so.
not. No, there's not.
Oh no.
Uh,
Darn.
Sony Play Online does not work anymore, and so you can't
Oh.
do it.
Support for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360 versions was ended March 31st, 2016. Okay.
Yeah. A while back.
That was a cool reason to trick out your PS2, though. Like, get the actual hard drive and then swap it to a solid state.
I mean, I would love to go back in time and play a fucking MMO on the PS2.
Oh, I would have loved to
incredible.
play Phantasy Star online instead of just offline.
Yeah, I played a lot of Phantasy Star Online on the GameCube, but not online.
Yeah, just local.
Just
My
the first
brother
level,
was.
pretty much.
Oh, that's fine.
Don't know if we
my
ever
brother
played
was
more
just.
than that.
My brother was just talking to one of my friends from my high school class, like, just yesterday, and they talked about playing Phantasy Star Online back in the day.
Nice.
And my incessant grind for a single weapon that is a 1 in 25,000 drop
Oh my
chance from a
God.
single boss you can fight once every 30 minutes. I spent a couple hundred hours doing that.
Christ. Was it the which boss was it? Was it the dragon?
No, it's a specific insect boss. If you are playing a Skylight character, there's like a 1 in, I want to say it's 20,000 some chance to drop a sealed J-sword. Then you have to have it equipped continuously and get 100,000 kills with it, and then it unlocks and becomes the Sakimori J-sword, which after so many kills, you can do its special, which wipes the room of all enemies. It had unique,
Christ.
cool animations and a cool, unique effect on it as well.
Did you ever get it?
Oh no, of course not.
That's a shame.
What I should have done is get a subscription, connect online, and then somebody who dropped it already, duping was rampant on the the servers, so it's very easy to just go talk to somebody and do a trade to get
Sure.
your own. But it saved me some time. I could have worked on better things, like playing other games.
Oh, but then it wouldn't have been a real.
Yeah. I did enjoy all of the like rare weapons and armors in that game, and they all had like really cool, unique effects.
Yeah. Oh, I remember like one of the things that we really liked about it was so different from the rest of the fantasy stuff. Like the I don't even remember what they're called anymore. The things that floated over your shoulder.
Mags,
Mags. The concept of mags was so cool to
like
us, just because.
like as a minor support character that also was technically a summon in some situations. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that
like
was
a
cool.
piece of equipment that's like a little robot that floats over your shoulder. It's like nothing else. Nothing else
I
has
agree.
that.
And I just so you feed the mag specific items, and then it
Yeah,
would
that's
level up
right.
specific stats.
You feed them
And
and they like
then
evolve.
yeah, and if you fed them just right, you could get to one of the rare mags, which I did accidentally. I got like one of the best mags.
Oh,
Ugh,
look at
and I
Tyler.
didn't know
Look
about
at
that until
Vyrn
a
the
long time
Meg
ago.
King over here.
Ugh, I did not know about that. I was just like, I'm gonna feed him two of this, and then two of this, and then two of this, and then two of this, and it worked out. Like Rahu, I think was the name of it.
Nice. That sounds dope.
I'm looking it up.
Quest 64 is struggling with this town.
Quest 64 struggles always.
It's this. Is it the water that's making it struggle? I don't know. It's just struggling.
Oh, yeah, I remember this track. This track was banging.
It's pretty good. Got that flute. Give me the wings.
You're a wee lad to be
you're a
traveling
wee
about.
I'll give you blue wings.
Roddy, that's it. It had like the little yellow wings coming off of him.
Oh, that's not nearly as cool as Rahu.
Yeah,
Apologies.
it's all good.
Well, okay, here's the end, so let's save our game. Getting pretty close to 10. My garden is rich with mint leaves.
Oh, you can get as many mint leaves as you want. This is your source of mint leaves. Don't forget.
Those mint leaves are pretty good, too. It's what, 40 MP?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I did not expect that to be a recurring. Oh, I guess it's only 20.
That's not nothing. That's
it's
like
certainly not
80% of
nothing.
your, or yeah, 80%.
Damn, dude.
I've been playing a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV, but not that much lately.
Fucking jump scare, turn around, Shannon standing there.
Shannon, boom. You weren't on the boat with us, Shannon. How did you cross?
Yeah.
We left you behind at the. What the hell,
Yes.
Shannon?
Yes, correct. How? Oh my
Starting to
god.
get concerned.
But yeah, tell me about Final Fantasy XIV. What's going on?
If you like Final Fantasy and MMOs, it's banging. Oh, just the music alone in that game, like strong recommendation and like brain remembrance, like nostalgic feels. Even like if I'm comparing to Phantasy Star Online, which also had ridiculously banging music the whole way through. Oh, Final Fantasy XIV is stupid good. Oh,
I believe it.
it's a Final Fantasy game. There's plenty of grind to be had, but the story's really good. Like, really good. Obviously, you have to get through the first portion, and like it starts out as an okay Final Fantasy game for like the first portion of it, and then like each expansion ramps up hard, and then like the last two expansions that came out, Shadowbringers and Endwalker, like you fucking cruise up that roller coaster at maximum speed for how good it is.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I think
Ugh.
what I remember hearing about it is like the first so long. I mean, it's absolutely one of those games where people are always asking, okay, how long do I have to play this for before it gets good? And it's one of the games that it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
like 20, 30 hours before it gets good.
Oh man, I did the bad thing and even like skipped basically all of the cutscenes of the like of Realm Reborn, which is like the first main portion of the game. And then when I got to Heavensward, I was like, okay, I better start paying attention. I heard it gets good here, and I'm like, hey, who's Alphanod? And my friend like physically headbutted loud enough to be heard over the Discord. Like you should have. Like you should know them. They're like the main characters in the story up to that point. Like come on.
I've seen what the names are like of the characters in that game.
They're French.
You can't remember them. Well, they're like fantasy French. There's like a bunch of asterisks, not asterisks, but apostrophes.
Alphino, Alize.
Crazy stuff.
Oh gosh. Estinian. I'm waiting for somebody in the chat to just eviscerate me. Oh, who else? People Man knows. People Man's played it. If I had to recommend playing Final Fantasy XIV, I would put like just the story chunks of like the different expansions. I would, and like I'm comparing it to all the rest of Final Fantasy. I haven't played 11, so I don't know all that stuff. There is indeed a damn casino. There is a like world-renowned like grandmaster mahjong player who plays mahjong. He's like a level 16 fighter, warrior, whatever in Final Fantasy XIV, and he just sits there and crushes mahjong tournaments in that game.
Incredible.
And he's like an actual world-known, like crazy good fucking mahjong player.
Fuck yeah.
If I were to like compare the story beats like expansions to like the rest of the Final Fantasy series, I haven't played 11, so I can't compare that. But I'd put like Shadowbringers. I'd put it like Shadowbringers in like 4th place, and like Final Fantasy VII, and then I don't know if I feel like Endwalker beats out Final Fantasy VI in terms of story. Like all
good.
of the characters do important shit that makes sense for them to do, and like there are large world implications. The music is beyond fucking banging. One of the end zones has just vocals through the whole thing. It's nuts.
Damn.
Ugh.
Honestly, one of the other things that was keeping me from like actually seriously considering getting into Final Fantasy XI was just like, well, if I'm gonna try playing a Final Fantasy MMO, like there's one that I know people who play it, so maybe I should play 14 and just get together with have Vyrn hold my hand through it, so that I can have a good time. Give me the tour.
I'm sure we could get people to play again. People's mostly, I think, at least through Endwalker. I'm through Endwalker, and I obviously played with a couple of my friends around here that played a bit too. So I feel like MMOs are definitely a lot more enjoyable if you're playing with a group of people you can actually hang out with, talk, like bullshit around.
It's right there in the name, right?
There might be mods for Final Fantasy XIV.
Mods?
Yeah, you can like change the look of your character or improve it, Skyrim style.
Oh. Like okay. Like the kind of mods that people in your community like to use. Got it.
Wow. Yeah, there's definitely groups that do that. It's wild and impressive how much stuff they've done just to get that kind of stuff working, or import their things,
just so that
or import their VR chat avatars. Like what the fuck?
Because other people can't see it, right? It's just for you to see your own.
There is a new mod that allows you to see other people's modifications to their characters. You have to like jump through a bunch of hoops to be able to see each other's stuff, but you can make like a secret group thing.
Yeah, but so
and join that group. Yeah.
Essentially, you would have to install a thing for each other player who are. They're not just automatically seeing you.
Yeah. So it'd be like a guild, or I guess it's called a free company in that game. If you're in a free company, you'll get the like invite to that little group, so you can see everybody's custom mods or whatever clothing they want to get, or like they don't want to grind for a stupid hat that would take them hundreds of hours. So instead, they click the button, and them and their friends can see.
Yeah, they're using it for hats and stuff, I'm sure.
Yes, hats.
Is the whole point.
Everybody loves hats.
The clothes for the character, and not like making their character into a wolf or whatever.
It's a Final Fantasy game. Like obviously you're in it for the fashion. There is a lot of really good fashion. It's too bad that none of it works
Fashion
on
fantasy.
the damn None of it works on the Hrothgar or the Viera because they have ears. So they just like straight up don't let you equip them, or they straight up don't show up on your character because they have ears. Like, come on, come on,
Come on.
come on.
Just fold the ears down.
Or just have them poke through. Like,
Just have them poke through.
come on.
Cut holes in it. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It just makes it look cooler.
There is a mod that fixes all that or does all the work for them, and so like you can have the hat be visible on those characters. So come on, do the work. But yeah, the story, music in that game, really good. The like, it's very battle system. Everything is like on a cooldown cycle. I guess if Data was, I don't think Data Wizard's still here, but they've been playing it on their stream every now and then. So good.
Yeah, we got 2 viewers, and I think it's...
One's me.
Yeah.
One's People Man.
Well, yeah, because People Man's been talking.
Yeah.
So I guess it's you and People Man.
People, how far through? People, how far through the like host Endwalker stuff are you? Because I still need to catch up on that.
I don't remember where I'm supposed to go.
Because they're it like 6.0,
North.
I think, at the very end of the Endwalker stuff, and or like the intro to 6.1. I was like, oh wow, they're doing Final Fantasy 1 now. They're absolutely doing Final Fantasy 1, and nobody can convince me otherwise. And like my friend who'd already gotten through 6.2 or whatever, so like a couple more like little story beats or episodes of the in between stuff is just like grinning to himself. They're absolutely doing Final Fantasy 1 story in Final Fantasy 14.
I mean, Final Fantasy 1 has a wild ass story.
Bro, and it's happening in 14.
Once you get down to it.
Yep. And they're painting it Final Fantasy 14 style and throwing it in everybody's faces. Oh, it's so good.
I was paying attention to you talking about Final Fantasy 14, so I forgot where the townspeople said I was supposed to go.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think you're going to another...
Yeah, I mean, I'm going down to... I just go to the south, except there's 2 places. I could go to Cull Hazard or Windward Forest. And getting places is such a pain. I want to know where I'm going. Alright, let's go talk to that sorceress again.
There's a cottage near Windward Forest.
Well, don't... Are you reading... Vyrn, are you reading like a game facts or something?
I told you I was reading game facts from the start because I remembered the forest. I'm the subject matter expert, right?
Yeah.
So my subject matter expertise is also coming from game facts. I'm looking up stuff for you. You complained that you didn't remember what the thing was. So I'm giving you the strong hint to go to the place that you should go.
Well, I'm right here, so I'm just gonna go talk to that lady again.
Well, there you go.
See what she says.
Nice.
Yeah, I talked to you. She's in the... Let's see if I can find her again. This is good stream content, right?
Of course.
I'm almost gonna call it a night anyway, so...
It's fair. I'm trying to remember what other games I've been playing. And it's just like the usual stuff. VR chat, the Pavlov. Oh, okay. Look at that hair, though.
I'm Layla, the sorceress. My destiny is to protect Larapool, but somehow the wind has stopped blowing. The reason can be found near the city of wind, Normoon. When the wind stops, demons are free to spread throughout the land. I'm using all of my powers as water spirit to fight them off. Our world is balanced by 4 different spirits. If one of them should become stronger or weaker than the others, we are doomed. I've only enough power to protect this single region. Master Brian, you must protect the rest. Okay, so Normoon...
Way in the southwest.
It's not super clear which one of those things goes to it. Did you tell me which to do? Yeah, ferry boat's broken. Across from the southern cavern is Normoon, the city of wind. Seems they're an evil force. One place or the other may hold your fortune.
Ooh. Shannon sure knows a lot about this area for having just got here.
Well, she's probably been here before, but I'm mostly
that's
like...
true.
That's that doesn't tell me anything, Shannon. Well, I guess
She
I will
does seem
follow
like an adventurer.
your hint and go to that cottage.
I'm leading you astray.
You're leading me astray.
Maybe a little bit.
Vyrn's lying to me. My goodness. You can't trust
Where is
anyone
it?
anymore.
I know.
Got him.
Got him. Go to call hazard.
Go to call hazard.
Yep.
Okay.
If you go to the other one, you get there and somebody's like, "Oh, they broke the bridge." Oh, and you can't continue. So you have to go the long way around back to call hazard.
Oh man. Why would you tell me to do? Just trying to waste time. I can excuse spoilers for sparing time, but come on.
There is a hotel at the entrance to call hazard that you can save at, which would be a perfect place to stop.
That'd
I
be a
think.
perfect stopping place.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about games, I played some Guilty Gear Strive the other night. I've been going through the streamer that I like. I've been going through her backlog, and between Dark Souls 1 and 2, she plays Tekken. And I was like, maybe I should try a fighting game. Because I have ADHD, so, you know, someone talks about fighting games, and I'm like, I should do that.
Yes.
Anybody talks about anything, and I'm like, I should do that.
Also mood.
So I torrented a copy of Guilty Gear and tried it out some. I know that, like, all the trans girls love Bridget, and Bridget is, you know, trans icon.
Yep, icon.
But there's also a character who is a witch with a guitar, and that's the one that makes me want to play Guilty Gear.
Another icon.
She's like a time traveling witch with an electric guitar, and that just speaks to me.
We're all fans of I Know. We're all I Know stans here.
You even know who it is.
I'm googling it.
Oh,
I'm using my subject matter expert powers.
Access to the internet. So then I talked to Franklin because I know that he has been getting into fighting games. It's like, hey, should I try Guilty Gear? Only to find out that, in fact, Guilty Gear is the fighting game that he has been sinking all his time into. He has 100 hours in Potemkin. And then...
I am aware, yeah.
Siren got very excited about... Am I just heading back to the fucking town again? God damn it. Siren got very excited about the idea of another person joining Fight Night. So he showed up as well. So I got to, get my ass kicked in Guilty Gear by a couple of pros.
Sounds right.
For a couple hours last night. That was pretty fun.
I'm glad that they could show you the ropes. Guilty Gear does look fun, though.
It's like, from a beginner-friendly standpoint, probably Street Fighter 6 would be what I want. I've heard that the single player has a pretty good onboarding. And, like, there's a good campaign mode.
That do help.
But, like... time-traveling witch with a guitar. You know?
That sounds like an ideal character.
It's hard to beat that.
Agreed.
I mean, the other thing that, like, impedes my enjoyment of fighting games is I'm not that interested in martial artists stories. So
And I do like that a lot of the characters in Street Fighter, like the later Street Fighters, have been branching out more and more.
yeah,
You got Ryu and Ken, they're training to be world's best, yada yada.
yeah. But I just like anime shit.
Hell yeah.
It's just
Same.
the anime games are also the ones where people are kind of the sweatiest about.
That's true. You're gonna find out in most competitive games, right?
Yeah. It's like, what's next? Am I gonna try Melty Blood?
Melty blood under in bed under the covers. What's the name of it?
This way. Right? Wait, okay. That way to the forest. That way to the town. So this, the secret third thing.
The Cull Hazard Cave.
The Cull Hazard Cave. Did you, like, step away from your microphone or something? Because you got quiet.
I am indeed a little further away. I am plugging in things to charge them for, sounds like VR chat.
Oh, of course.
I was supposed to do this before I joined the stream, but I forgot what time it was. Got distracted. You know how it goes.
I do know how it goes.
I do be getting distracted.
I also have the ADHD.
It do happen.
It do happen that you get a little distracted sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're... Oh, man, are we gonna...
Gonna make it in time?
Well, we can go a little bit long trying to get to this save point. Is this the right... Okay, this I haven't seen before.
Looking good. See
So
a little
I'm
bridge?
just gonna get away from battles.
Cute bridge, good colors. Yeah, yeah,
We've
yeah.
been getting plenty of grinding in, I feel like. Here we go. This looks good.
Alright, alright.
This
Oh, a little
isn't where I
cottage and
started.
everything? Alright.
Nope, this is where I started. Never mind. I'm just gonna save here.
Totally fine.
We'll get there. You know,
Makes
it's
a
more
good
about the
progress.
journey than the destination. Is what I've always heard.
I agree.
Can't believe this is an inn.
There's an old lady.
It's just, yeah, there's an old
There's
lady.
a bed in
There's
the
one
corner.
bed. Hey, lady, where do you sleep? All right. Well, thanks for joining me again, Vyrn. Another 2 hours of this masterpiece.
We're actually cruising through it much better than I remember, and having
Yeah.
strong hints sure does help.
You
My
spent
goodness.
20 hours grinding.
Oh, I feel like I spent 15, 20 hours just in the forest grinding.
Yeah, getting all your elements to 10, and then just like...
At least 10, yeah. And I had stupid defense and agility, so I think I just eventually face tanked the boss.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
There you go.
We're getting
That's the way to do it. All right. Well, I'm going to close it down. We'll be back on Wednesday. Woo!
Ooh.
Hopefully figure out where the next boss is.
Heck yeah.
All right. Bye.
Peace.